Welcome back to the channel. In today's review, I'm standing next to the 2025 Nissan Kicks. This is the SR trim with the CVT transmission. Let's talk about pricing here for this all new generation of Nissan Kicks. Starting price is at $28,180 with all the bells and whistles. This one stickers for $30,840. Special thanks to HGreg Nissan for giving me time with the Nissan Kicks SR. If you guys are on the market for a Nissan, be sure to check out HGreg Nissan and they will get you into your next vehicle. Let's take a look at the front styling here for this all new generation of Nissan Kicks. This is a 2025 model, like I mentioned. I love the bright neon exterior paint, the chrome and gloss black trim, and you can get multiple colors for the two-tone roof, which is going to be additional charge. I like these individual LED headlights here with the automatic going high beam, with this LED turn signal, with these LED daytime running lights, there's front parking sensors, with this large V-motion grille here. There's the new Nissan logo there with the camera there, because this has a 360-degree camera. There's the SR badge to signify the actual trim level that you have. This is the top level, the top trim level in the Kicks family here. Now looking at the side profile, this has 8.4 inches of ground clearance, so good step in height for this compact SUV. This has a 171.9 inch overall length with a wheelbase of 104.6, so it's right on par, if not bigger or smaller than the other competitors in this compact SUV segment. Now looking at these tires and wheels here, I love the gloss black with the chrome finish here. These are a 225/40 Bridgestone tire. They're wrapped in this 19-inch wheel design here, which are affordable tires because of the wheel size. There's this non-painted trim here for the wheel arches here, which I think is nice to give this vehicle more of an off-road type of look here. It says Kicks here with the small details. This also has a lock and unlock walk away feature. There's this LED sight marker with this gloss black mirror cap. Like I mentioned, you can get a two-tone roof. There's some chrome trim here with this large panoramic sunroof here, which is very rare in this segment to see that. So Nissan is throwing all the bells and whistles here at this new generation of Kicks. But looking at the side profile, like I mentioned, very compact like SUV here. Looking at the rear, I love the rear tail lights here, which has this nice stacked design here. There's a turn signal, brake light, and reverse light, which are full LEDs. There's the SR badge, there's rear parking sensors, and down here as you guys see, there's no visible exhaust trim, but it's tucked underneath the rear bumper. There's this Kicks badge here with the Nissan logo there. There's this rear wiper here with this nicely integrated rear spoiler. Open up the cargo back here is going to be a manual opening tailgate with the seats folded up. Nissan says this has 30 cubic feet of space, and there's some storage off to the actual sides here. And this one also has a tonneau cover. I think it should be underneath the rear load floor. You also have a two-level rear storage underneath here. As you can see, there's two levels. There's the spare tire with the jack underneath there as well. There's a carpeted mat. You fold down the rear seats. Nissan says this expands to about 60 cubic feet of space. That's what I've seen on the actual website. So plenty of cargo space for this to be a compact or subcompact SUV. Sitting in the interior of the Nissan Kicks, I'm impressed by this nice two-tone interior. You also have the Bose Personal Plus speakers here in the actual headrest, which is a plus, especially in this segment here. There's this large panoramic sunroof, which is another option that the other competitors do not offer here. I like the nice carbon fiber here trimmed throughout the actual dashboard. And it's the carbon fiber like trim with this nice padded material as well. So really nice materials that Nissan is throwing here at this new generation of Kicks. You're also greeted by these large 12.3-inch display, which once again is very rare to see that in the subcompact segment here. But reaching over here to shut the door. And to start up the vehicle, you guys know, put your foot on the brake and press the start-stop button right here. And you can hear that 2-liter 4-cylinder will come to life. You have this nice graphic here. Like I mentioned, really nice, high-quality stuff that Nissan is offering in this new generation of Kicks. The previous generation was to me, in my opinion, it was a letdown, but this generation Nissan is coming to basically let you know that you can get this vehicle, especially at an affordable price. The materials here are going to be a nice soft touch material with this nice two-tone here with the red and white stitching, nicely padded material here. It is automatic up and down for all 4 windows. There's your mirror controls there. There's a heated steering wheel function. It's also your driver's assistance. There's an automatic start-stop defeat button there. This is a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer good range and adjustability. There's a new Nissan logo over here for your driver's assistance tag. You can also answer and hang up the phone via this button here. There's a scroll wheel here that you can customize different stuff to show you, like your Apple CarPlay, what's playing there, also your tire pressure, your driver computer, That's a blank page, your settings. So you can customize this to your liking. There's a volume switch here. The stocks in this vehicle feel typical Nissan, which feels really good. More of that carbon fiber like trim here with a nice two-tone stitching, large cup holder and storage space here. And there's electronic parking brake, auto hold, 2 Type-C ports. This is a wireless phone charger. It does fit my iPhone 16 Pro Max in there just fine. There's heated seats in here, which are 2-level. No cool seats. I wasn't expecting that, but it is nice to see that Nissan is throwing other materials at this vehicle as well. Now looking at the CarPlay here, as you guys can see, it is snappy, very responsive, massive 12.3-inch display. You can also adjust your actual climate control. If you guys don't physically touch the haptic feedback here, you can use it via the screen here. You can turn on the 2-level heated seats. You can adjust the climate control, and you can adjust the fan speed and stuff down here. Like I mentioned, if you guys do not want an actual touch, you can touch it through the actual infotainment system there. There's this knob here, your hazard button, your camera to see around the vehicle. This also has a 360 degree camera, like I mentioned. There's your sync and track. You can also mute the audio there via that button in the middle. Putting the vehicle into reverse, it does reveal the backup camera. There's trajectory with distance markers, neutral, drive. And I'm not sure what B mode is for. I have to probably put that in the description, but putting the vehicle back into park. Nice trim. Nissan resisted putting gloss black trim. I actually like this way this material looks. It will not show dust or any scratches and whatnot. There's your drive mode selector, which shows you sport, standard, and eco. So it's 3 different drive modes. Large cup holders here if you guys get those big drinks from 7-Eleven. More of that red stitching throughout the center console area. And if you guys need storage, sadly Nissan does not really give it to you here, but there's a 12-volt, but you guys can probably put your wallet in there and so forth. Let's look at the glove compartment here. Probably most owners might start throwing stuff in the actual glove compartment because the center armrest does offer a little storage. And above me is going to be LED lights throughout this interior with the sunglass holder there. And this is your controls to open up this large panoramic sunroof here. But overall, this interior and the technology, especially at this price point, it screams value. And I think Nissan, you guys did a fantastic job with this all-new redesigned Nissan Kicks. Getting into the back seat of the Nissan Kicks, open up the rear door here. The rear door opens at a good angle so you can access the back seat if you're putting your children back here. And like I mentioned, I love the nice two-tone interior. Looking at the door panel material, is going to be a nice soft touch material with this aluminum like door handle with this nice texture trim here. It's going to be some carbon fiber like trim here, which is really soft here. As you guys can see, there's a nice two-tone here to the actual stitching cup holder there. Get into this vehicle, like I mentioned, it has 8.4 inches of ground clearance, and this is where I have my seating position here. So it's not a pinch back here. It doesn't feel like a penalty box. There's 2 Type-C ports, and Nissan says this has 34.5 inches of legroom space. There is 2 mat pockets back here for storage, and there's those nice speakers here for the Bose Personal Plus, like I mentioned, from the front seats. And there's this large panoramic sunroof here, which lets in a lot of light and air if you open it up. And it's also LED lights throughout this interior, like I mentioned. The seats in here are very supportive and comfortable. You guys know Nissan does a really nice seat here. There's 2 cup holders, but overall, the back seat of the Nissan Kicks, like I mentioned, doesn't feel like a penalty box. It does feel very spacious, but keep in mind, if you're over 6 feet tall, the sunroof will kind of eat into your headroom. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Kicks. This is the company's 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. It makes 141 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an Xtronic CVT. As this vehicle sits here, it weighs in around 3,000 pounds. And you guys can get all-wheel drive if you would like, but keep in mind that will be an additional option. This one here is the front-wheel drive model of the Kicks' family. This is ready to get 28 in the city, 35 on the highway, and 31 combined. So good fuel efficiency here with this compact SUV. So this is my first time ever reviewing the Nissan Kicks. If you guys haven't seen, I have a short video to basically sum up some of the nice features that Nissan is offering here for the 2025 model. This has the company's 2-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. It's not turbocharged, like I mentioned, it's naturally aspirated. It makes 141 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with an Xtronic CVT. You guys know Nissan is famously known for their CVT transmission. This is ready to get 28 in the city, 35 on the highway, and 31 combined. My apologies, I'm trying to remember everything on top of my head. The ride quality in this vehicle is pretty smooth, and it's very peppy, even with me not, putting too much pressure on the actual pedal here. Visibility wise, you can see out this vehicle fine. The A-pillar here is somewhat kind of on the thick side, but this does have Nissan driver assistance, which includes emergency braking, rear car traffic alert, blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist. All that is going to be at the tip of your fingertips here on the actual steering wheel controls. I love the large 12.3-inch displays, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which you can't really find, especially wireless, in this actual segment, especially this large panoramic sunroof above me, which is really nice. I love the bright exterior color, which is a police magnet. So if you guys like to speed, which this vehicle doesn't offer a ton of horsepower, but it could still go, you know, the actual speed limit and so forth. I think Nissan did a really good job, especially making this a nice two-tone, premium materials. All this is for $30,000, which I think is a bargain compared to the new car transaction price, which is well over $40,000 plus due to inflation or whatever the case may be. But I think Nissan has basically hit a home run here with offering this amount of technology and standard features, especially at that price point. Once again, this vehicle has a very smooth ride quality. A lot of people look at this car because it's just so handsome on the way that this vehicle looks. And I just love the performance that this vehicle offers, even though it makes 141 horsepower, which is not a lot of horsepower. And yes, that CVT will move this vehicle along, but it will kind of have like that droning sound. But once again, this is a subcompact vehicle. But overall, I'm impressed with the technology, especially the standard features, especially the price point. That's still selling me with this new generation of kicks. And I think Nissan did a fantastic job with the exterior styling, also offering all the technology that this vehicle does have. After spending time with the 2025 Nissan Kicks SR with front-wheel drive and paired with that CVT transmission, I love the bright neon exterior paint. I love that this vehicle has a panoramic sunroof, which in this segment you can't even get that with the other competition. And I love the large 12.3-inch displays, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So Nissan has thrown a lot here at this new generation of Nissan Kicks, which I'm surprised to see that Nissan is showing you that you can still have all this equipment for an affordable price, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this full review on the Nissan Kicks SR with front-wheel drive, and I will see you all in the next video.